feel invigorated again. I feel like a writer again. Oh my God. I just feel like I need to start fresh. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Rebecca. I'm a writer. I'm currently working on my upmarket fiction novel. It is a 90s East Coast autumn ghost story going under the name of Glass Paradise. And if you're not new, hi, it's so good to see you again. I am super excited for this week's video, even though I said I wasn't going to be doing vlogs because they take a lot out of me. They are my favorite to watch, and unfortunately, they are still my favorite to film. And it's going to be fall themed. As I am filming this, it is Monday, September 22nd. I believe this is the first official day of fall. I have a pumpkin loaf cooking in the oven, which I have never done before. But the whole apartment smells like pumpkin and it smells delicious, and I just thought that it would be fun for us to spend some time together this week as I kind of learn to jump back into my project, because if you're not here, I've been having honestly some trouble with my project ever since like the summer. I'm currently working on revising my third draft, so by the time I finish this round of revisions, I will have completed draft 3. I am dragging my feet. Putting it lightly, I am dragging my feet. I have had a lot of big life changes come up, and so I'm kind of navigating how to re-engage with my project and my creativity and learning when is the best time for me to kind of commit to this. We're gonna spend the week together. I'm gonna walk you guys through. I know I had said that I might be taking a break from Project Eden, but I'm gonna try one more time to just figure out how to approach the project, how to kind of dig my way back in there, because admittedly, I tried to think of some other projects that I could work on, and nothing is calling to me right now. Nothing new excited me. I just really want to work on Eden. I'm just struggling to figure out how to do so. So I have a few updates that I want to share with you guys, but I'll probably save that for when we do an actual writing session. I think I might do a very cozy late night writing session here at the desk, which I'm very excited about. I haven't done that in a while, and honestly, nighttime writing sessions used to be my jam when I started writing, and now I'm more of a morning writer, but I'm trying to figure out different ways that I can just show up for this project. I'm going to do a couple cozy fall things around the apartment. I am working from home today. It is my lunch hour. I might do some reading. I feel like that's a very cute, cozy fall activity. I'm also reading a really awesome autumnal read. I'm reading Hungerstone by Kat Dunn. So I think I'm going to refill my creative well a little bit and read a really good book, and hopefully that will also inspire me tonight when I sit down to write. I'll be in a little bit more of a headspace to actually put words on the page. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I think this is going to be a fun video. So without further ado, let's get started. But I'm too impatient.
Coming in hot, asteroid. I crumble in the quiet, but he knows how to hold me, and I burn till damn bright. He stays right beside me. He sees through all my flames when I try.
It's Tuesday morning. It has been quite a chaotic morning, honestly, unexpectedly. Got really sick really quickly. But we're back. We are back. I did not write last night. We're gonna do a little bit of a catch up because a lot has transpired and I need to catch you up. Yesterday afternoon, I had a call with Taylor, whom I have not had a call with in what feels like months, like just like a one-on-one call like we used to. And I adore Taylor. She is literally like one of those people, when I say the light of my life, she is truly like a light. But she was asking me about Eden and how it was going, and I kind of told her like my struggles with it, and it truly felt like a therapy session because as I was talking to her about it, I think I came to the conclusion of why I have been struggling so hardcore with this draft. It's Laurel's POV. So when I did draft 2, there were really, and I didn't even notice it, there were maybe like 4 or 5 Laurel POV chapters, and honestly there's not that many more in this draft. It's just I'm being much more intentional about which chapters are hers and how often, because, oh, I can't say because that's a spoiler. I'm being very intentional about like when she has time on the page. But I'm realizing that I actually don't know her that well as a character. And when Ari read my earlier pages, when I had some Laurel POV stuff in there, she made some very good points about her character. I know who Laurel is supposed to be at the end of her arc. Who she is at the beginning, even though I know it in like an outline, I don't know it in depth. And so that makes it, whenever I'm getting and writing to a chapter that's hers, so difficult. I am like struggling because I think you can get away with it in maybe a first and second draft where you can just kind of know your characters like a little bit more or less. But this is a draft where I'm trying really hard to nail down a lot of details, make it as like clear as I possibly can. I need to know her in order to do that. A shout out to Taylor for helping me fix my blog. What I'm gonna do is I want to show you guys this because I didn't show it to you in the last vlog like I said I would. I thrifted an electronic keyboard or a typewriter, and I spent a little bit of money. I got ribbon, I got the daisy wheel so that it actually types. So what I'm gonna do is I bought this because I wanted to try drafting Project Blue fully on this machine, like at least the first draft. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it to do some writing exercises to see if I can crack a little bit deeper into Laurel and if I can figure out more of who she is and how we get to the version of her that I see in the end. I feel really lucky, and I feel this is why I'm so glad that I like vlog things sometimes, because, and this is also why I think it's so important to find writing community, because I'm over here thinking something's wrong with the story, even though I know nothing's wrong with the story. Without having someone to like talk to and like work things through with, it's really hard to find the things that aren't working or the things that are working, but in my case, the things that aren't working. So I am very, very thankful that I have such incredible friends. So I have about 30 minutes before I'm supposed to log on to work. I do have an on-site event that I have to be at around noon for a couple of hours. So I don't think I'm gonna take you guys with me for that, but maybe when I come back, if I'm not too tired, we can do another little like writing exercise session, because I think I would really appreciate it. I think future me would really appreciate it. So anyway, okay, let's get started.
Yeah, my brother, we fought about everything. I think my brother felt shortchanged. Like the universe gave him a
Okay, it is after 9. I've been like half writing, half working. This typewriter is like crack, okay? I typed out 2 whole, basically stream of consciousness pages where I recounted everything, not just about Laurel, but about her family. Because it's stream of consciousness, I got to like put the details that I know on the page, but also question it. Like I think there's like a line in here where I'm like, she confides in Claire about something, and then I'm like, but why doesn't she tell her about this? Is it because of this or this? So like there's a few details in the story that I have that I'm like, but why? And this allowed me to like question it. And I think there's also something really, I don't have the whiteout tape for this. So like whatever I put on the page is just what I have on the page. I can't really like backspace or anything. But like knowing that these are gonna be messy and that I don't have to like hold myself to anything here is kind of liberating, but I could do this again. I could do this honestly for hours. I am truly shocked. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I bought this because I wanted to draft my next book, completely first draft it on this machine. And I was a little nervous because I wouldn't be able to backspace or anything, but I think it's gonna be super duper helpful for just getting the story out. And now I'm like incredibly excited to like write my next project on here. This was a really helpful exercise. I basically just brain dumped everything all over again on the page. I questioned myself on a couple of the details, and I got to go more in depth on my antagonist and why he is the way that he is, and how until now I just had his motivations being like, he just is this way, and now I have it being as him being a victim of the same sort of cycle that he was perpetuating onto the people in his life. And so, oh my god, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I do have to do work now. I do have to do work now, but this was an incredible practice and I can't wait to do it again. I don't know when I'm gonna check in with you again. I don't know if it'll be tonight. Maybe I might set up like my bar light over my monitor so I can have some light tonight and maybe use this one more time. I'm so pleased with how this worked out. I feel like this was the right in for the story and this is what was super weak. I feel invigorated again. I feel like a writer again. Oh my god. I could cry. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Can you write me something? Something like you love me. One more time, I need to hear it. Just one more time. Say that it's over. Say that the sadness is killing you now that you're feeling it in your so raw feeling. Everybody leaving, but I am sinking further away. My mind is full. I want it my way. So tell me something like you never need it. Tell me you just need some.
Hello, it is Friday. I am going to make this outro rather quick because I've tried it like 10 times and every time it's been like over 10 minutes. So I am so happy to report that I no longer hate myself, my story, or my writing. I haven't touched anything regarding the story since like Tuesday night when I was writing with Emily. I know I kind of already talked about it a little bit, but that typewriter, my god, I'm gonna be using it a lot more because I think just the act of not sitting in front of a blank screen, I don't know, it just kind of helped me break up the way that I was working. It was really helpful, and I feel like I not only got to learn a lot about Laurel, but I got to learn a lot about the people in her orbit, especially Peter. And I think the thing that I have been kind of struggling with, that I kind of came to the conclusion to over the last couple days, is that I have been trying to write on top of old writing. And even now I've been like, you know what, I'm just gonna completely redraft my fun and game section, but the rest of the book is good. And I actually think I need to start from scratch. I don't think I need to scrap what I've done, actually, at all. I think the chapters that I have rewritten so far are the right start. Do they still need some work? Yes. But I have been trying to fix the fun and game section to facilitate the rest of the book. And while I don't think much is going to change in the second half of the book, I just feel like I need to start fresh. I felt like because I was just in such a rush to get through it, because I had such a hard deadline of wanting to query by the start of next year, I wasn't giving myself the room to fully understand my characters on a very deep personal level. Like, it's weird to say that because I know them. I know their wants, their needs, their motivations, but like their histories and the way that they interacted with each other, because there's a lot that happens off the page before the story even starts. And there's new threads and new themes that I'm like uncovering as I'm writing. I just felt stymied. I don't know how else to like describe this feeling other than like I just felt like I was writing in boxes. And I think it's actually Christy-Ann Jones who makes me feel a little bit better about this, because I know that she actually restarts her drafts from scratch. I think all the way up until like the third or fourth draft. And I think I'm probably going to be the same way, which feels like, oh, you're just redoing a lot of work. But I don't know. This is like the way that I'm telling myself the story, and this is the way that it has been working for me. The way that I've managed to be able to get through drafts, and each one has come out better than the last. I don't think I'm actually probably going to stick with a draft until I'm at like the line level phase. I just think there's too much developmental work and structural work that I need to do that requires a fresh take every time. And you might think that I'm a little defeated because that's more work, but actually I feel incredibly liberated. And so now I'm trying to decide if I want to do this draft on my typewriter or in my Scrivener file. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick, but either way, I like feel excited. I feel so much more reinvigorated with this story, to the point where like after my first writing session on Tuesday morning, and I was driving to my work event and I was listening to the playlist, I felt like I was listening to it for the first time again, seeing things truly through my character's eyes, specifically Laurel. Like, I Know the End by Phoebe Bridgers is probably the most Laurel-coded song I think I've ever heard. And I've had that song on my playlist for like ever, and it wasn't until that drive when I finally felt like I understood her history and her background and what she kind of represents in the story that I listened to it with brand new ears. And I'm like, oh my God, her story is actually so tragic. I feel so good. I said it earlier, but I was like, I feel like a writer again. I feel like, I know writing is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be a challenge. It's supposed to be, it's not easy, or like everyone would do it. But I just felt like for all summer, I lost the spark for it. Like, it was there, but it was like dying, and I was so scared because I'm like, no, I actually really like this idea. I think it's strong. I think it's something that people would really resonate with. And I was just so terrified of like losing it. And now I feel like I've kind of found my way back to it, and I'm really excited to see where I go next. I'm like looking forward to the challenge again, and I haven't felt that in months, at least not this like consistently. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. I feel like this is really odd to say, but I just felt like myself again this week. I felt like I just feel so excited. I feel so excited, and I'm happy to be back in this groove, and I'm so excited to see where this book takes me next. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, feel free to leave a little pumpkin emoji. My links to where you can find me are listed in the description box as always. And until next time, I'm rooting for you. Bye.